Hey, and welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to give an update on my last video. In my last video, I was intentioning to show that basically one losing trade can kind of wipe out, 8 to 10 winning trades. And the purpose of the video wasn't really to go into how to roll a losing trade. It just kind of ended up happening that way. And I wanted to revisit trying to roll this trade a couple of different ways. And I've basically built a whole bunch of different trades that we could try to salvage this. And the first one I'm going to show is basically what I showed in the last video, except now that I've actually went. I feel this would be the best case scenario rolling. And what we've done is we've basically set up that we're going to enter into this position on Friday the 16th, which is right here. And what I've done, the rule for rolling here is once the price drops below our strike price, we would roll that trade out and down and try to get a credit. And so what we can see here is we enter the trade on the 16th, which is Friday, and the stock price opens up at basically the same price, but it immediately drops below our strike to 93, and we sold the 95. So what I have simulated here is we are buying it back on Monday, and we're buying back the 95, and we're going to roll this all the way to the 21st of May expiration to the 85 put. And we're basically going to roll it almost for even. We're having to buy it back for 4, but we're getting 392, so that was pretty close. And we're having to go out a month to do that, but that's giving us basically an extra $10 the stock can drop from our previous level. And we can see that we actually do not break this 85 level all the way until, I believe it's the 6th right here, yeah. So what we did on the 6th is we bought back our 85 put, and we're going to roll it again out and down. And this time we're going to go to the June, the 80 put, so we're another $5 lower. And we are going to get a small credit here. We're going to buy it back for $4.92, and we're going to sell it for $5.22. And that's going to give us roughly an 80 price range that we want to stay above. And we can see that basically we closed above 80 on this trading day right here. And when I go to choose these trades, it only lets me choose the end of day trade. So what I did is we entered in and made our trade right here because we actually did close below 80 on this day on the 12th. So what we've done is we went, and on the 12th we bought back our 80 put for $8.87, and we're going to go out. We have to go all the way up to July now, the 75 put, and we're $7.87. So we're actually we're not able to get a credit here, but we're basically almost 2 months out now trying to salvage this trade. But we have lowered our cost basis from $95 a share to $75 a share. So our cost basis is now $20 lower than where we started this trade at. And we can see that right now we're actually still above our cost basis. So we could sit and watch this. And if this stock trades flat now for the next 2 months, we would end up being profitable on this trade. If it goes down, then you would have to roll it out again. So the next trade that I want to look at, and this is another way that a lot of people like to do this, and that's basically just running the wheel on it, taking ownership of the stock. And our original credit was basically $100. So we're going to put in that we own 100 shares, and this would be 4/23, which would have been the first Friday, because 4/16 would be the day that we open the position, and 4/23 would be that Friday. And I've put $94 a share because that should be our cost basis because we're collecting a $100 credit. And if we sell covered calls on that, and this is just the 95 strike, basically if we sell covered calls every single Friday, we can see that the first couple of weeks, we're collecting $100 the first week, $150 the second, but then it drops off pretty fast as the stock starts dropping. We can see basically on the 7th here we're only collecting $37, and by the 7th the stock is now already at $86. It's $10 below our strike, So we're just not really getting any credit here to help, I guess, salvage this trade. But anyway, on the 14th, we're collecting $15, and then on the 21st, we're only collecting roughly $4. And that's going to put our profit and loss at basically 1138, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I showed what the break even was on that first trade. We'll pull it back up again just to see what it was. Or not break even, but our actual profit and loss that it would be right now with this strategy of rolling out and down. So basically we're at, as of today, we would be at $450 loss in the hole. And that was the first strategy. And now we're going to look at, this is another strategy I hear a lot of people talk about doing. And some people actually say, you know, why can't you do this? And that is selling the 95 put, and you just roll every single week to the 95. And I'm going to show you where that's going to get you in trouble here in a minute. So if we do that, once again, we enter the trade on the 16th, the 95 put, and every single Friday we're going to have to buy back and then roll out to the next Friday's expiration. So on the first week, we're going to have to buy it back for $5.27, and we'll sell it for $6.25. So we're going to get a little bit of a credit right here. The week after that, on the 30th, we'll buy it back for $5.75, and we're going to have to sell it for $7.45. So we'll get another credit right there. But then on the 7th, once the stock actually really starts to drop, we can see that we're not really getting a credit here. We're going to buy it back for $8.37 and roll it for $8.62. And then on the 14th, we're buying it back for $14.25 and selling it for $14.30. So we're only getting a $5 credit right here. And then now we can see this past week on the 21st, we're buying it back for $17.55 and selling it for $17.30. So we're actually rolling our 95 strike, and now we're going to start rolling it for a loss every single week if we set this 95 strike. And we can see doing this is going to put our profit loss at 1120, which is going to be very close to taking ownership of the stock and selling the 95 covered call. It's going to be nearly identical profit and loss. Something else I didn't show is we can actually see, you know, we could have closed this trade on a number of days close to, I guess I would say, a break even. It's still a $100 loss, but you know, we could have actually on the 28th closed it for a $100 loss. But you know, you don't know what the stock's going to do next. You may think it's going to keep going up and hold on to it, so you can't really say there. But anyway, I thought I would maybe revisit this and show a couple of different ways to try to salvage this trade. And anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day.